Wait, we've already been there. Well, let's go over here. There's so much to explore.
Steady. We'll be leaving soon
I can't even smell the sea air over this rot.
There's so much to explore. And the log ingredient. Whoever made this game is a very clever and amusing person, and I appreciate their work. Don't want any fishes. Book about crafting. Nope, I am not going to do any crafting in this game. But Neil, crafting's part of the game. It's meant to be crafted. You're meant to use the crafting in the game. Well, crafting's stupid. The concept of it is really dumb in all games, and I've never enjoyed it in any game I've ever crafted anything in. I refuse to craft. One day it will catch on and people will stop. People will realize that crafting systems are the equivalent of just making players grind for more bullshit. They add fake depth to the game because they don't really actually add anything. They just make you grind for items that you can use to craft other shit. It's a complete waste of time and adds no real value to the game whatsoever, in my humble opinion. Screw crafting. The problem with crafting in games, you have to balance them without found loot. If I don't want to play a game where I have to grind to have equipment to use. I don't like grinding games. That's why I don't like Diablo very much. It's why I don't play WoW. It's why I don't play any MMO. Well, it's one of the reasons I don't play any MMOs. I don't like crafting. Like, if I have to sit here and grind shit to make equipment to play the game, it's no longer a fun game for me. Crowbar, crowbar, come on, man. You don't need to give that much detail. You could just say sleep. That's a very generous, prejudiced opinion. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I have a prejudice against crafting. You know what? It's true. General store closed indefinitely. Yeah, that's gonna take all day. We're not doing that. But I want to go in the house! Maybe I should have built a rogue. Oh my god, look how fluffy that sheep is.
Can I help you?
The pet pal will allow you to converse with animals?
Farewell.
A quiet day on the market, it seems.
Oh, indeed! I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid. Come now, it'll be good, I swear. Are you in the habit of stealing? I wouldn't... I never would have dreamt to resort to petty theft during better times. What choice I got now? It's starve or steal. I choose steal. What do you think? Should I snag a fish? You know what? Everyone needs a hand now and then. Take the fish. None of us will be the wiser.
Hitchhikers, come on, you chickens.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Either I or my fist would kindly take someone who'd watch a man starve over principle. Ethics are fine in theory, but nothing would stop me from helping you through a hard time. This man merely holds the same principle. The merchant loses a fish, this man goes hungry, someone will suffer in the equation. Might as well be the man in most dire need.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
If you encourage thievery, I'll have to treat you with any... I would never have expected the finest source hunter in the land to encourage thievery. The fish simply isn't ours to give. We can't offer it up as though we had the right to do so. I would never have encouraged the finest expected the finest source hunter in the land to encourage thievery. Your judgment is the gold standard, you know. No, he's a cleric. He's very reasonable. He's going to use ration. Uh-oh. Win a series of rock, paper, scissors matches to convince the other party, but put points in charisma to gain an advantage. Go with paper.
Let's see. Halibut,
Yes!
cheese, tomatoes.
Paper again, man.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Paper! Paper never fails! Yes! Paperino.
A quiet day on the market, it seems.
Fuck you! Paper's the true throw. Paper's the throw that matters. Oh. Fuck your scissors. Fuck your scissors! No! God damn it, the Scissorachi guy. Earl has won this argument.
Morals never fed a hungry man.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, used for a scrap of goldies.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's
Haven't
cheese.
spoken to Captain Ralaas yet. He's in charge of the investigation. No better man for the job. Counselor Jake will be avenged. I'm sure of it. The great machine. That's correct.
Let's see. Halibut,
All right,
sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I'll take my leave.
Well, hello there.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more.
I listened in while you're talking about the would-be thief. Thank you for preserving my stock. It's no wonder the source hunters are known for setting the place straight.
A good day to you.
Terrible crime. Counselor Jake was a Sicilian himself, born and bred. Or Sicilian? Yeah, Sicilian himself, born and bred. I'm certain his scheming wife, a foreigner mind you, was involved. Interesting.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, used for a scrap of
Captain
goldies.
Jack. What you're staring at? What about yourself? Captain Jack's name, though the title may be a bit generous at the moment. My crew ran off and I can't find enough hardy souls to help me reload the ship and sail off. What happened to your crew? The scallywags said there'd be silver in the Lucas mines and they abandoned the ship like the lily-livered turkeys they are. Haven't seen them since the day we docked.
Farewell.
Heavenly herring, delicious
rooster?
dogfish, used
Wait, is he
for a
painting a
scrap of
rooster?
goldies.
Got an eye for fine
Farewell.
Not in the mood for cheese.
Hello, proportionate one. I can see from the symmetry on your face that you're a great fan of the fine arts, no?
A quiet day on the
I'm a
market.
painter by trade,
it
as you
seems.
see, but a cartographer at heart. You may think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a drawn town and city like this, and you'd be quite right. I travel around Anteville, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps, like this rooster I'm working on now and the landscape that surrounds him. Take my leave.
No one has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this
Have a
fine
snack.
organ there.
On a worm. Brew 'em, spice 'em,
Alright, let's not kill the rooster, alright? Apparently killing a rooster is a really big deal in this town. Apparently killing the rooster is a really big deal. Don't kill the roosters, guys. Don't kill the roosters.
Let's see.
Any
Halibut.
takers? Come on, you
Cheese.
chicken.
You can choose
Tomatoes.
The Enchantress.
Can I help you?
Need a big cheese of
Murder indeed, I'd say the poor man offed himself after catching that wife of his in bed with the Duke of Ferrol. Oh! Okay,
Join the spud.
that's the Duke of Ferrol totally did it.
cheese. And excuse
Legion's been here nearly 2 years now, still not inside of our troubles. Legion's been around the better part of a century now, founded by the Council of Seven to keep the peace.
Red and orange, yellow and green.
Thanks to Legion, there hasn't been a war since the first battalion's put an end to the Lizard Uprising, the Dwarf Clan conflicts. Imagine that, no wars at all for nigh 100 years now, until the Orcs got restless, that is. Though I doubt even the Orcs are so dumb-witted as to want to seize control of a half-dead city flanked by an incorrigible plague of skeletons. What else could those barbarous assaults on the harbor?
and excuse
What else could explain? Alright. Where's the damn leader? They said leader in sight. Who's the leader?
Have you heard the news about the wars?
Not as far as I can tell. I can't tell one tribe from the next, or we might get who's to blame.
My crimes are not violent.
God, there's a lot of people talking here.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
cheese. That excuse has more holes.
Can I help ya?
Welcome to Town Hall of Fristle. Mayor Cecil and waiting inside for you. Okay.
Farewell. Can I help ya? Farewell.
The wheel of the good stuff.
Halibut. Sheep's cheese. Tomatoes.
No one has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Any takers?
Let's
Come
see.
on, you chicken.
Halibut. Sheep's cheese. Tomatoes. So,
Wasn't there a big door that was... Oh, this is just its own little place down there. That doesn't even matter.
Now, that tome on soothing a corpse's troubled mind.
Anybody.
House of Healing.
Neither of you cares to plead for his very...
Oh, a soul hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes. The nearly 20 centuries of tibia and half circumference of...
Which of you is more deserving?
Whoa, what is going on in here?
Come, make your case.
This moaning is getting a little awkward, guys. Counselor, a terrible loss that we've hardly had one.
Deserving of life.
God, I kind of want to mute this game. From what I tell, it seems simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret. That's what I thought. What I can tell, it seems to be a simple case. Yeah. All right, let's change the subject.
Anybody. Neither of you cares to plead for his very...
All right, so taking anything in here is clearly considered stealing. I'm an apprentice of the healing arts, but this decision
Now,
feels like
tome
precisely the
on soothing
opposite.
a corpse's
I have but
troubled
one healing stone, you see, and two direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to figure out the
Now,
best method to
tome
settle
on
this grave
soothing a
situation.
corpse's troubled
Perhaps better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you're more accustomed to weighing life and death than I. Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from kindly Abbot Loic by name in the northern village of Silverglen. He's of certain faith, the Immaculates they call themselves. They espouse the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing of skeptical of his claim, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time as it reverts to its useless inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties. I guard it cautiously. Tell me more about the patients. What would you like to know? Tell me more about Boris. One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north. I imagine not like an orc wielding club, but like there's a dance club run by orcs, and he fell victim to it. More about Stephen. Quite the vulnerable stable of Stephen was recently blessed with his third grandchild, was leading a crew of builders when a I'm ready to make my decision.
Now, that tome on soothing a corpse's troubled mind. It can't have gotten far.
Stephen is old, very old. He's got his third grandchild was just born. He's clearly he's lived a full life. Boris is just so young, and he's brave, and he's helping bring trade into this crappy city. We should save Boris.
Those men hardly sound long for this world. What's taking the tenderfoot so long? Now, that tome on soothing a corpse's troubled mind. It can't have gotten far.
Thank the seven. Oh, thank you. Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both.
What the fuck just happened? Did we just fall down? We just fell down. Screw the children. He's got grandchildren, they're fine.
Dearest chum.
By the quill that lasts a million words. What's this? What are you doing here? Where the very stars come to die? Who are you and where did you come from? Who am I? Who the devil are you? No. We may find ourselves at the terminus of time, but I asked you first, and it's only courteous to provide an imp of good and honest standing with the answer he desires. Upon reflection, though, it hardly matters who you are, for the question is not who, but how. All we did was approach a strange stone. It shone with a blinding light and then whirled us away. A stone, you say? Could it be? Could I have been right all along? The stone, what was it? It was bright and beautiful as a diamond. As beauteous as a diamond, but did it glow softly deep down in its heart, as if a soul dealt within? I'd say that's a fairly accurate description. Starstone, it must be. For centuries it slept this bounty of the heavens, but now it's walking and it's bright, and it has brought its awakeners here. It was dark when it was still, as it always has been and always will be, and so I thought, so I feared. But then the ruins around me began to shimmer, shine, and dance like a fair winged fairy is roused from slumber. Starstone, could it be the key after all? Its wielder? Things of light to unlock the darkness, lead us into a realm forbidden, where salvation may yet be found. It'd be great if you start making sense about right now. Oh, I've been making sense all along, friends, even though I didn't see it. You see? See? This is what you must do. Approach the lens and behold, if you dare, the darkness before which even the cosmic shadows flee in terror.
You know, I think that imp may be quite mad.
Then we had better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
Really nowhere to go. The portal has become active! Fantastic! Astounding! Onward we should go! You look through the lens. You saw? Terrifying, isn't it? So much to see, so much to discover, so little time to do it in. I'm not a child imp. The dark doesn't scare me. I know a bad omen when I see one, and that takes... well, one takes the cake. Oh, or that it was only the cake that it took. No tea time would be the same, but at least some tea time would still come around. This maw of darkness, it consumes time itself. Yes, the Starstone Starter, you've just witnessed the end of all the maelstrom that, like a carrion eaters devouring the carcass of creation, space and time have lost meaning, for they are falling prey to the void, and in the void there is no existence. A bleak prospect indeed, you do not seem to despair. I did despair, for the longest of times I did. Aeons upon aeons I have traveled through the reaches of time, through the rifts that lead worlds unimaginable, hoping to find something, anything that could put a stop to the maelstrom. That is how I found this place, and I knew it was here that my answer must be hidden. Teems with mystery undiscovered, its power is limitless, yes, out of reach, yet until you come along. The ones who can tame the Starstone, you have drowned my despair. You, whom I believe can end the end of time. I think it's time you tell us who you are, Sir Imp. Starstone's the end of time, us Source Hunters. How about you connect the dots for me? To claim I can piece the puzzle together would, at this stage, be premature and insincere, but let me surmise the facts as I can clearly see them. Here we are, in a fragmented sliver of space, which happens to be the only spot in all of the universe where one can directly observe the maelstrom. A portal flanks the looking lens, but until now was inert. The runestones that adorn it are special, which lead me to believe they are somehow linked to the Starstone. The Starstone, though, always remained as useless pebble, a dead rock of no consequence. Its secrets remained off limits to me. You, however, make the souls inside the Starstone spring to life, and thereby are you activating the portals to new, previously forbidden areas in strange dimension. I do not know where they lead, but I am convinced they will steer towards a solution to the continuance of time. My voice is really hurting. I can't talk like that anymore. I think it's time to tell us who you are, Sir Imp. But of course, I am Zigzags, the imp historian tasked by the gods to write the history of all creation. Faithfully, I fulfilled my task and would have done so perpetually until the day that I saw time will end. Impossible, I thought. Inconceivable for the gods who have told me their work was infinite both in date and distance, but in my eyes did not deceive me. When the maelstrom I beheld, time would end, I would end, all would end. No, I cried, never. I shall save time as if the last thing I do, so for my efforts have been in vain, but you, as the saying goes, are the hope that springs eternal. Well, you see, on one of my travels I found a little rune stone and deep demonic dungeons that hide from daylight far beneath the surface of horror-haunted nemesis, the plane of frightful perversions. I read the rune and it brought me here to the sad little realm that is no more than a morsel on the edge of all-consuming abyss. Ever since, it's been a place where I found shelter, or home even, though it shares its dominion with the terror of the terrors that is the void. So there you have it, the homestead on the shelter plane at the end of time. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, be. Later we can talk till the cows come home, but right now we should investigate the portal. Where, oh where does it lead, I wonder?
Come back if you need any old thing. What strange new world is this? Let us explore.
Where on the world are we?
We are not on the world at all.
This one is a stern look about him, doesn't he? A smile doesn't cost you anything. Will you not speak, milady? I long for your stories and your counsel. Surely.
I've tried every imaginable tongue, from dwarven to lizardese, but this woman simply won't budge. Maybe she doesn't like the look of a refined, impish face like mine. Perhaps she'll have better luck, but please do report what you find, Source Hunter.
Come back if you need any old thing.
I am the last chest, the last chest, the last chest. If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it. Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each you'll discover how to open me.
How can I help you, dearest chum? come back if you need any old thing.
A young woman... The Weaver of Time. A young woman is ceaselessly weaving a seamlessly boundless tapestry with the delicate grace of a harpist plucking at her instrument string. She takes no notice of anything but her endless occupation. At first glance, it seems this tactful woman will continue to ignore your presence, but then she suddenly glances at you and her eyes go wide with surprise and wonder. Her lips move ever so slightly, and when she speaks, her voice appears to reach you from an untold distance, whispers wrestled from the oblivion. I am Time, the Weaver of Time. In the ethereal threads of eternity do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world. They are all but imperceptible touch of a lover's hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except it seems you. Do you mean to tell me that I am not featured on the canvas of time? I do not mean to, but it's the only thing I can do. Your absence, it should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot be found. I do not know you, which makes you one perennial imperfection, a blind spot in the eye of time. But perchance I may be cursed of this blindness. Perchance this blemish may be undone, then time can be redeemed. How can I redeem time if you say I'm not even part of it? I think that perhaps you can redeem time because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I no longer held possible. Know then that no longer I did weave. I sat here at the precipice of ages, and watched as the void frays and fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creation. But suddenly there was you who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of the stars, they placed new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms of time. New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gave me new strands to braid into the tapestry, and because you gave Starstone energy, you are creating time. These starstones, please seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone. Who are you really? I am the Weaver of Time, as I've told you, though my existence is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds the verb to be. I am but what I am, and this is the task, and that is task. It is the same for the historian. Chronicles, both are we of the epics of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same, task multiplied by two. Who has made us, I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. I am the beginning, and am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation. Perhaps I am creation. Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe it is you. You who makes dying stars rekindle. Time alone will help. God, the writing is so fucking good! This game is amazing! Why didn't this game come out years ago? I mean, I love that it's here now. And I also like that it's not spoken, that it's all written. I really enjoy that. Why is the Starstone opponent? Why do you talk to me but not the imp historian? I do not usually talk. Come to think of it, when I addressed you, it was the first time my voice was ever invoked. I have no need of conversation like I have no need of air or appetite or affection. All I need and all I am is time, and time is running out unless you remedy its declivity. You I talk to, for you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul. Why is the Starstone so important? Why does it react to me and my colleague alone? Alas, the answers to these questions still elude me. You and the Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry, as yet. A hidden answer lies beneath this veil of inscrutability, though, for the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. Starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder, only know they will also lead you to knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old. You call this place the precipice of ages. Is that what it is? No more, no less? That in itself is a lot. More than most realms can claim. But no, the precipice of ages is not the end-all and be-all of this curious plane. Oops. What it is a seed barefoot of sun and water. What it could be, that is where the Starstones will tell you what it is but the end. What it could be is the end of ends. I resided in another realm altogether, but ever since the end of time appeared in these deep, dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable and unendurable, a thankless task that you may free me from forever. I'll take my leave.
The plot thickens.
We should tell the imp the Weaver's tale.
Back for more.
So much to see, so much to discover, and so little time to do it in. But time... Wondrous, so wondrous indeed. At least she's willing to speak to someone around here. What did she say? I thought I should look for the star tones, that they will renew and revitalize time. I knew it. As surely as Zix comes before Zax. I knew it. That's so good. The writing is so good. Then you should... Then that should your mission be, my friend. Oh, I beseech you, let that be your mission, to trace the star stone wherever it may lead you. Together we'll try to unfold the depths of this dimension and thereby try to save all and everything from annihilation. Here, take this rune stone and this little precious pyramid. Gifts are they from me to you. This rune will bring you back and forth from Revilion wherever you decide and the moment is opportune. And the pyramid has a twin. Find it and you'll just see how handy these twins can be.
Come back if you need any old
You've received a rune stone that allows you to quick travel. Use the Homestead travel button on the right side of the screen under the minimap. Zix before facts. I love the writing in this game. This might be a little premature, but this might be my new favorite game, and I've only been playing it for like 2 hours. This is possibly my new favorite game. We'll see. If it keeps up being as awesome as it is, this is my new favorite game. Oh, I gotta go back and talk to this guy. I need to get that stone from him. I was about to wander off and do something else. Wait a minute, where the hell was I before? Right? He was in this building? Thank you eternally for your help, though. Your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it. About your healing stone. Strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from the healing stone. I've never seen anything like it, and the stone looks different now, too. It's like a devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your reaction. I'm studying under Therion for some time now, but that task, being asked to play the gods, the first time I ever questioned my ability to continue this work. I have a passion for this work, you'll see, a passion to things put in order, flesh wounds, blah, 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 blah. Well, I want the stone.
Wow, that tome on soothing a corpse's troubled mind. It can't have gotten far.
While no one's looking. Plate armor. Moral choice here, guys. Would I steal something? No, this is not mine. My characters, they had their moment of evilness. You know, we're even going to leave this person's house. We don't even belong here. They had their moment of evilness when they killed those guards, and that's when they realized, you know what? I can't live my life like that.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Join the Spud Club if you've got
Let's
an eye
see.
for fun.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
No one has as many
Let's see.
friends as the man with
These damn birds won't
Cheese,
fetch more than a pittance.
tomatoes. Lonesome. Spiritless.
Journal L.
Let's see. Halibut. Sheep's cheese.
No one has
Tomatoes.
many friends
A
as
good day to
man
you.
with many cheeses.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
The finest veggies, sized in lemon
Legion headquarters. He's currently leading the investigation, and we should report any findings to him. Alright, so we gotta go find the Legion's...
Fantastic. Today, I think the king, the great Sigurd, and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from
You there, take a seat, prepare to laugh your head off, cry your eyes out, teacher on the edge of your seat with the original tale of Stefan, the talking severed head.
Color. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
My word. Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
By the seven, what a tale!
Greatest
My word.
Who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for color. So ardently did he crave
Fantastic!
pleasing,
Bravo!
singing,
Bravo!
gory reds that he ordered a contest.
Severed head!
Oh, it doesn't even matter.
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
Today, I think, a king.
Hot topics in Pyramid 2. You can travel from one pyramid to the other. Delightful! Connected parties will follow whoever has initiated travel. You can use the pyramids while holding them, or you can place them and throw them on the ground and interact with them. In order to pick up a pyramid once more, you must drag it from wherever it rests into your inventory.
Amazing gory reds! By the seven, what a tale!
Can I help you?
You there! Sit! Stay a while! Right in front of you, I'll excite you, I'll delight you, I'll beguile you, I'll besmile you. I'm Cedric the Sensational, and I'm playing to an empty audience. Don't pity me, no sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling of the town. People came far and wide just to witness my amazing act. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Have you seen it? A talking head. I've never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my competition. It seems my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. That curio is ruining what used to be an art. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion. I don't even know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent combined between his hat and his boots than I have in my crusty kerchief.
Farewell.
You know what? Money has it, it's just a dude. Let's go up to the talking head. Let's go talk to Reginald, see what he's got. Let's solve this guy's problem.
So ardently
Shields up, weapons online.
Neilbot just resubbed. Welcome back, Neilbot.
Across his realm.
Fantastic!
Tell me about that talking head. That's right, a talking head, and he doesn't just talk, he'll weave you a yarn so fantastic you'll be begging to hear just one more and just one more. It's quite a story.
Great Sigurd and his rainbow of war
I obtained this curio by some
It is said,
rather sensational
and
means.
this
You
I
see, I was
heard from the ghost of
diving in search of rare medicinal sea herbs. I volunteered at the local children's apothecary on weekends. Oh, that's adorable. In the shallows around Cecil's own black glove, I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled Captain Firebird, the most prolific pirate of the days of old. Through the chest was stuck fast. I summoned a swell of great strength and pried it free as from an ancient rock. I had the treasure of my life from my very hands, but then, slurp grip, I was swallowed by an ordinary kraken that seemed to appear far out of nowhere. In the hubbub, I lost my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's carnivorous belly. Still, I feared only for a moment. I was futile. Before my mind's eye swam the faces of many war widows I left behind. Lost without cheerful sport. I knew I had to live. Grabbing fast to the hilt of the cutlass, I floated by just that moment. I summoned all my strength to slash a great gash in the creature's gullet, freeing myself from the would-be tomb. I swam quickly as I could to the surface and then to the shore. It was along the rocky beach. I tripped over the talking head. Strange, isn't it?
It is said, and this I have heard from the ghost of
Fantastic.
Ah, yes, I knew the talentless bull. He was here entertaining the troops before I was brought in. I'm sure that hack simply bored his audience to tears until they cried for a replacement. Enter Reginald the Illusionist. And we need our boys in red, happy, relaxed, and ready to fight, not wasting their energies cringing at a fool with a depressed rabbit in a borrowed hat. Wow.
The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from those who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered the contrast across his realm.
Fantastic, bravo!
Good to see you again.
Today, I think, a king.
Farewell!
The great Sigurd and his rainbow.
Oh shit, he's gone.
Fantastic, bravo, bravo!
Where'd he go?
All and see the amazing singing Stefan.
Can I help you?
Ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that
Fantastic.
Taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed. I'm astounded. For a meager gold coin show, I can take in this. Oh, what? No. I can take in this first-rate entertainment all day long. Same show all day seems like a bit much. Well, I've stumbled into quite a fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cecil hears me. Cecil wants to see what all the fuss is about. Let me tell you, this amazing show just can't be beat.
Farewell.
That's what I figured. Come on, Cedric. Cedric the Entertainer? Cedric the Entertainer? I, a person whose sole job is to praise performance and stir a crowd, a genius invention. No wonder Reginald has such success. I knew his act couldn't have outshone mine on its merits alone. Please, you must hire him for me. Imagine the scowl on that con man's face when my rightful audience returns to me. A must-see event.
Farewell! Fantastic, bravo!
We'll go talk to Gallagher, who's also an entertainer. I don't know of any entertainer named Reginald,
Good
though.
to see you again.
What you looking at me for? There's a great show, blah, 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 blah. Would you even be interested in warming up the crowd for Cedric over there? Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, as you know. In any case, it's hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
Who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king
My
had a
word.
great thirst for colour.
She's gonna try and charm him.
Ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds
is
that
the greatest illusion in anime.
fantastic. Today,
Damn it.
a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said,
This here
and
is the greatest illusion in
who
anime.
knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd
Fantastic.
himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that
You don't look like some
Rakamoto.
serenaded by a sailor.
My word.
Step right up.
Srirachi.
today, I think, fantastic. Great Sigurd.
Well, I guess it's been long enough since I stretched my wings a bit, and it ain't far of a flight now, is it? Maybe I'll have a peek at what Cedric's up to over there.
Farewell.
Who knew him, who is said to have known Sigurd himself.
Oh, yes. This game is fantastic. So far. I gotta go, though. We'll see this little bit to an end right here.
Good to see you again.
Ah, that Gallagher is quite the performer. One of my own ilk. Sometimes all the fly needs a little honey, eh? Things are certainly buzzing around here.
Farewell.
You don't look like someone who's ever been
What?
serenaded
Where
by a
is everyone
serenade.
trotting off to? Don't they want to hear how the story
Good to see
ends?
you again.
Doesn't anyone care about the oldest dragon knight of Rivendell?
Did the whole of
and his
Cecil
machines of
some-
Rainbow Ribbon War?
Ah, these Sicilian cows wouldn't dare to chew their cud with the full support of the
Where is
herd.
everyone
Without my
trotting
crowd
off
warmer, I
to?
can't
Don't they
crash the
want to
crowd
hear
for
how the
the life
story
of me.
ends? Doesn't anyone care about the oldest dragon knight of Rivendell and his machines of Rainbow Ribbon War?
I knew that fool could never have garnered so much gaffins on merits. I'll see that matter
Farewell.
immediately.
What?
Uh-oh.
Where is everyone trotting
Something's
off
about to go down, guys.
I told them about the locust-eating monkey.
The best inside Hill, the best!
All right.
Good to see you again.
The
It's all over now. I'll starve, I'll be thrown into the cold, I'll have to sell my favorite silk under things just to pay for firewood. This bread full of monkey has ruined me.
Wow.
There's an old saying in the show business, if your benches are empty once, they'll be empty forever. Looks like Reginald's reputation is wrecked. Don't speak that name in my presence. Absurdities ever bewitch my crowd or bribe my crowd away from me.
This is the finest show in the land.
Good to see you again.
Tis I.
Farewell.
The illusion.
Good to see you again.
I said, tis I, Reginald, the illusionist.
Farewell. Good to see you again.
Wow.
All right.
Cedric's show is a doozy. Woo!
The talking head was really something compared to this, but I don't want to be the only one standing there.
Farewell.
The illusionist. I said, tis I,
Farewell.
Cedric's the illusionist. Doozy.
Well, shine my shoes and eat my sandwich. I haven't the faintest clue as to there was another show over
Farewell.
here. Even though everyone actually seems
Good to see you again.
The illusionist.
just like the old times of rush and thrill. What a delight. Thank you, stranger, shall I say, fan and friend. Please enjoy the stay, though you may have some trouble finding a seat.
Farewell. Good to see you again.
Cedric's show is a doozy.
Okay, cool, we're done. I think we've done everything there is to do here. But I do have to go. Get the rat.
Can you spare a quarter? What's the status?
Another peaceful day, sir.
This is the finest show in the land.
Alright, we gotta go find where all these Legion people hang out and chat and stuff.
Can I help you?
To the barracks! March!
Captain Ralaas, ranking officer in Cecil. Well, he shared his meals with mutts in the streets until the Legion picked him up, and now look at him. Prefers with wizards and kings he does. Commands a regiment of his own. That's the Legion for you.
Farewell.
March!
Alright, we're gonna go find him later. Unless this is him right here.
Sicilian stew. Again!
It's the drill sergeant. This is another legionnaire. Damn it, I don't want to stop playing this game, but I gotta go do misclicks.
Sorry, sir.
Ooh, that looks like Ralaas.
Can I help ya?
So-called source hunter. Look at the look. Do you do what you must in Cecil, but don't make waves, because it's on the ocean, and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. You hear? I've had enough of my mind running expeditions in hostile territory. Let's discuss Jake's murder. Gods above, some politician snuffs it, and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous. I was told that some wizard brat of Alhrua not to bother, but he just had to send for some source hunters, didn't he? Bludgeon magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand, I'm in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Arhu, and definitely not some hot sauce sword hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. Seeing the crimes over at King Crab's Inn, you can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you. In regards to Jake's wife, Esmeralda. Esmeralda is Jake's wife, well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There's that, but it doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone? Perhaps that certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What, you're going to stand there and claim with a straight face the order never wrongly turned and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see, not idle superstition. Yes, he does, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat licking God knows what body parts. Sex, sorcerers, he'll be seeing flying carpets next. What are the orcs doing on the beach? I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our fences. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Arhul's magical machine, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though, not against the Legion. Main problem's the undead. Bravo, figured that one out, didn't you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. These brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming, and it takes all the sword arms and all of Varu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. War that I could break their backs once and for all. I'd like to talk about some matters concerned. Legion's none of your concern, but fine, go ahead. Well, let's discuss these expeditions in hostile territory you mentioned. The bravest of the brave went out looking for the source of the undead. Volunteers all those men, for that is what the pact we made. The walking dead spawned an endless number, but someone or something must be responsible for each and every one of these miserable buggers, and that's why the Legion's making renewed efforts to locate the accursed fountainhead of death. Too long have we been on the defensive. It's time for action, even if it claims more Legion lives. Souls of steel to a man. My soldiers, they fight for the lighthouse, they fight by the burial mounds, and they fight by the old church. Gods grant that they may find the rotten roof from which those scuffling monsters spring, that they may fulfill their missions. There's a lighthouse to the west. Southly up on the bluffs overlooking the sea. No man has gone there in a decade, yet a light shines forth from its pinnacle every night. The locals say it's haunted, and if there's ghosts involved, maybe necromantic magic is in play as well. Half a dozen legionnaires have gone to find out so far. I can but hope they are safe. The burial mounds. There's an ancient funeral grounds all over the place to the north of the city. Good as a place, and you start looking for necromancers when you save them. It doesn't exactly take a genius to figure that one out. Some local archaeologists offered to tag along with the men. Here's hoping his knowledge on the subject may prove to be a boon. There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the source. The Chrysalians razed it and built a church for the seven, supposedly to symbolize the victory of the gods over the evil sorcery, or some such superstitious mumbo-jumbo. Anyway, when the dead rose, that was the place they were first spotted, which makes it likely candidate to house the origin of the outbreak. May my soldiers make it there and back again unscathed. Alright, I'll take my leave.
Farewell.
We're being lawful good people. We are not going to go steal and loot and, you know... Oh, wait, where's my map?
Those boots would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruit.
Sorry, sir.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits, I'm sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Cool.
Attention! About face! To the barracks!
I also like that you kind of have to set your own markers and shit. That's awesome. Alright, we're done. We're done for now. We're going to go do misclicks. We're going to go do misclicks now, so we'll see you on twitch.tv/misclicks in about half an hour, I think. Yeah, in about half an hour, because that's where we'll start. I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye. Bye, chat. Bye, chat.
About face! To the barracks! March!